So when did you join the church?
Oh, in 33, I was baptized then. A group of several children that time, and right after Sunday school.
So you went to Sunday school. What was that like?
Oh, in Sunday school, well, they had different teachers at different times. I can remember Burham's was there, and Jim Lincoln's dad was a teacher, and Mrs. Lincoln was a Sunday school teacher.
So what was the church like back in 1930s?
Well, we had a band.
A band.
With the whole several members.
And they played.
Charlie Kleinert run the band, and they had a big choir on different Sundays. Yeah. Thing was the brass band, and
So did they play during the services?
yeah, and I'd be up on the balcony there. Yeah. We don't use that right now. But they used to line up there to play their instruments.
Did we had an organ back then too?
Yes, Mrs. Shipley was running the organ along at that time. Yeah.
Do you remember the first minister that?
Well, I guess Reverend Lindsay probably.
And when was that, Gordon?
Probably in 33, and oh, he was a dressed up man all the time, and always a suit on. We had him at 2 different times. He come back a few years later, and
how big was the congregation back then?
they said one time it was up to 240.
Wow.
Yeah. We put in a lot of chairs and
Did you have more than one?
on both sides. And
Uh-huh.
I went for service in 1940, and I graduated in 1937. And I wasn't involved much in the church till I come back in 45 or 46. And then I was active in, but I had different jobs. I was on in the session. I can remember one time, one part of it, we had a lady, Amanda Lurman. She was the secretary, I guess. She would pick up the offering, and then she would give me a paper, and then I would report to the board when they had their meeting. The fire was in 1930, I believe, when the steeple burned. Yeah, that was a big deal. It burned pretty good. Yeah, it was a Sunday morning, and
were people in the church when the fire started?
no, it was before church.
Before church.
Yeah. And then we, at that time, we come in from the east side of the balcony.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it was turned around. We go from the south side then. I guess my family was in the Presbyterian Church. For my grandmother was named Mason, and I think she died in 1910. The church was probably in the 1800s, in the early, in the later part of 1800s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I was married in this church here. Yeah, she was Lutheran. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, a lot of the people came from the Lutheran church, like Myra Pagman. She kind of a Lutheran, and then she married Pagman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
How do you think the church has changed over the years, from when you were first baptized all the way up till now?
well, as I recall, they used to say there was a Catholic church and the Lutheran church and the Presbyterian church. Because we all the big shots from the factory and that, and they're all on the school board. And, so they just say that it was a Presbyterian church, and had a big crew. Had a lot of people then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Businessmen and the bankers and from the factory and all those people coming to the Presbyterian church. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hun Ingalls, and we used to do quite a lot of work around the church. And Don Ross always worked in on jobs like that to keep the building in repair, painting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ushers. Yeah, that was a Harold Wade was a head usher, and George Rapson was his helper, and then Harold Wade retired, and George did it for a while. And then George got, I think maybe kind of mixed up with the Catholic Church, and he didn't come as often then. So I run the ushers quite a bit. I'd have a whole list of the boys, young guys, and assign them for the job. We always used 3.
So what has the church meant to you over the years?
Well, I guess I was involved with it all the time. I very seldom missed a Sunday or any duties we need to do. Brothers were 3 brothers were involved in the church here. I was kind of in the middle. Yeah. My oldest brother, he's moved away, and Bill, then he joined with Latter-day Saints. Well, I don't know if he joined, but he attended with his wife.
What did the family think of that, him going to the Latter-day Saints?
Well, went was it real nice, you see? Yeah, we didn't, we were all nice Christian people, I guess, so we just didn't have to fuss about anything.
If you had a prayer for this church in the future, what would it be?
Well, we need more people. I think I'm happy with the church and with the people and all that. So I don't know what we can do to get more people look. The town is slowing down, I guess you can say. We don't have many young people. Families only have one or two kids now. Used to have 5 or 6 or 12 even, I know some of them. So I guess we really can't change much. We just keep trying, I guess. Yeah.
With God's help,
Yeah.
maybe something will happen.
Yeah. I don't know if you got anything. Yeah. Yeah, I say amen.
Amen. Okay. Thank you, Gordon.